Hello students, I Dr. Priya Parihar, Assistant Professor in School of Business and Management, Jaipur National University. I am teaching you Managerial Economics. Before starting the subject, I would like to explain what is the syllabus of this subject. Unit 1 includes concept, nature and scope of managerial economics, who is managerial economist and what is the role and responsibility of managerial economist. Unit 2 consists utility analysis, demand and supply, law of demand, law of supply, elasticity of demand and supply, and demand forecasting. Unit 3, it is related to cost and production and revenue. What is the cost? Different types of cost, production, production process, production function, and revenue. What is the relation between the cost and revenue? Unit 4th, that is related to the different market structure. There is two types of markets, perfect competition and imperfect competition. In imperfect competition, there are different forms of markets. We can see monopolistic markets, oligopoly, monopoly, duopoly. These are the different form of markets. In this market structure, how one decide the price, how the price determine in these different market situations, like in short term and long term. This is unit 4. Unit 5th, that is related to the business cycle, national income, the methods of measuring national income, monetary and fiscal policy, how the monetary and fiscal policy affect the inflation rate, what is inflation and deflation in our Indian economy. So let's start economics. We all are facing the problem of unlimited wants and unlimited resources. This creates the major problem in our society, that is scarcity of resources. We have unlimited wants and limited resources. This is not the problem of me and you. This is the problem that is facing by all the society. Like if I am talking about you, you have a limited pocket money. And in this limited pocket money, you have to fulfill all your wants. Like you have to purchase a new clothes. You want to go in restaurants with your friends. You want to go for a movie and different accessories. So these are the different wants. Now what is economy? Economy is how one allocate their resources in a manner so that one can get the maximum satisfaction. So how one can get the maximum satisfaction? With the different combination of their wants. This is the solution of this problem. The problem is scarcity of resources. How one can solve this problem? Okay, so it's not possible for anyone that one can fulfill their all wants and desire in this limited resources. So we have to purchase or we have to opt some alternative in lieu of other. This is called the opportunity cost, because it's not possible that we can fulfill our all wishes, all wants and desires in the limited resources that we have. That I am telling you before, that you have a limited pocket money. In this pocket money, it's not possible that you can fulfill all your wants. Like you can purchase clothes, you can go for movies, restaurants and other accessories you can purchase. So it's not possible. What you will do? You are just doing that. First, you are just purchasing some things in this pocket money and leave some option for in place of others. So this is called the opportunity cost, is also known as the alternative cost. Production possibility curve. This is the curve that depicts the different combination of goods and services that one can opt in a limited resources. Like if I'm talking about, we have a limited agriculture land. In limited agriculture land, either I can produce wheat, like as I have shown in the graph, good X, like good X is a wheat and good Y, that is rice. So in the limited agriculture land, either I can produce wheat or rice. So there are two options that I can do. So in the, as you can see in the graph, like you can produce 100 unit. It is more than 90, so it may be 100 unit of X or 100 unit of Y. But if you produce the 100 unit of X, at that time you are unable to produce any single unit of Y. And if you are producing the 100 unit of Y, at that time you are also unable to produce any single unit of X. So this is the full capacity that times you can produce either 100 unit of X or 100 unit of Y. All points that fall in this green line, in this curve, this is called PPC or PPF, production possibility curve or production possibility frontier. All points that fall in this green line, this is called Pareto efficiency. So all the points, like you can see point A and B, if any point fall inside the green line, if any point fall here, that is Pareto inefficiency. So this is called Pareto inefficiency. It means we are not optimum utilized our resources. It means that we are not utilizing our resources at their optimum level or efficiently. If we are opting or choosing any point outside this green line, or we can say the PPC curve, PP curve, at that time this is called impossible with this current resources. This is called the impossible with this current resources. This is why it is impossible, because we have a limited resources, and with this resources in the current situation we are unable to opt any points outside this green line. Okay, so this curve is help us to opt the different combination of goods X and Y, so that this is one kind of solution. And economics is basically the solution of our problem, that is scarcity of resources. Okay, now what is managerial economics? Managerial economics is a stream of managerial study which emphasizes solving business problems and decision making by applying the theory and principles of microeconomics and macroeconomics. So managerial economics is application of different theories and principles of economics in decisions making of management, or the solving the problem of management of any organization. Every manager or any managerial economist face the three kinds of problem. Three questions always raised. First one is what to produce. This is a major problem whenever you want to start a new business or you have an existing business. At that times, what to produce. Whenever you are designing a new product, at that times you need to know what to produce. How you can know these things, how you can recognize that what to produce. It is depend on the market research. The answer is depend on a market research. With the help of market research, you know the consumer's demand, what kind of products consumer expects from you. So you can analyze what the new product should be designed by you for the customers. That is what to produce. Second one is how to produce. What is the production process should be opt, what is the production functions, what is the ratio of capital and labor should be opt, so that you can minimize the cost and maximize the profit. And the last question is for whom to produce. Who is the customers of your goods? Who is the consumers? Who is the consumer of your produced finished goods, and who will be consume your goods? So this is, by the help of market research, you can know the answer of these questions. Nature of managerial economics, as you have listened so many times, that managerial economics is art as well as science. Why it is art and science? Because it have lots of logical thinking. That's why it is art. And we are applying theories and principles of economics, different types of quantitative techniques. That's why it is a science as well. So it is arts as well as science. Next one is microeconomics. In microeconomics, we are studying an individual firm. We are just trying to solving the problem of an individual firm. So in managerial economics, we are also doing the same. In managerial economics, we are also trying to solving the problem and decision making for an individual firm. This is called microeconomics. Uses of macroeconomics. This is also a nature of managerial economics. In managerial economics, you have to apply a macroeconomics also. How you can apply a macroeconomics in managerial economics? Because your business unit, it is the business operation of your firm is always in the market. So you have to analyze the external environment. You have to analyze the different factors that affect your business. Either it is a political factor or a social factor, economical factor, legal factor, technological factor, ecological factor. These are the different factors that affects your business either directly or indirectly. Multidisciplinary economics is not only the apply of economics. It is also applying the statistics, marketing, management, mathematics, finance, accounting. These are the different disciplinary that also either directly or indirectly related with the managerial economics. Prescriptive and normative. Prescriptive and normative, its aim to achievement of the goal that is decided by the firm. So by applying the corrective measures. So it is prescriptive as well as normative. Management orientations, we all are focusing on the profit maximization. For profit maximization, this is the main objective of any firm or organization. That's why, and we all are managerial economics activities done for the overall management goal. So that's why it is a management oriented. Next is scope of managerial economics. Because it is the application of microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics is when we study an individual firm, and macroeconomics when we study the whole industry or a country or the whole world. Study of economics in a world or in a country or in an industry is known as the macroeconomics. So, scope of managerial economics. In case of microeconomics, first one is theory of demands, because it is related to the individual firm. So in microeconomics, we are just discussing about the problems that is related directly to the business operation activities. First one is theory of demand. Theory of demand, it includes the law of demand. What is law of demand said? Law of demand said that in case of normal goods, when the price is rises of any commodity, the quantity of that commodity will be decreases. If the prices rises in the market, then the demand of such commodity will be decreases and vice versa. But this law of demand is applicable only in the case of normal goods. If we are talking about the other exceptions like inferior goods, complementary goods, and substitute goods, at that times it is not applicable. So this is the theory of demand. Theory of demand also includes the demand forecasting. What will be the demand in the near future or next year? So this is also the scope of managerial economics to forecast the demand. There are so many methods of forecasting the demand, either it is statistical or non-statistical. So you can go for survey methods for forecasting the demand, or you can use the statistical methods like trained analysis, least square methods. These are the different methods of demand forecasting. Next is theory of production and production decisions. Theory of production: what is the production process, what is the production functions, what is the ratio between the capital and labor. This is all the decisions related to the productions need to take by the managerial economist in any business organizations. Next is pricing theory and analysis of market structures. As I have told you before that there are two types of market: perfect competition and imperfect competition. And there is a two situations: either we are determining the price in short term or long term. So we need to analyze the different pricing strategies opted by the different market structures, like in oligopoly, price discrimination, or pricing penetrations. These are the different strategies that is opt in different market structure. Profit analysis and management. Every firm work for the maximize their profit. So in this we are analyzing the profit, how much profit you have earned, and what is the analysis techniques. So in this we are just studying about the break even point. What is the point of operations there any organizations get no profit or no loss? This is called the break even point. It is also studied in this profit analysis and management. Next one is theory of capital and investment decisions. So what is the cost of capital? It's included the cost of capital. Any firm have two types of capital: either it is borrowed or owner's capital. On the borrowed capital you have to pay the interest, or on owner's capital you have received a dividend. So this is the theory of capital investment decisions, that is capital budgeting. You need to know what is the different, you have so many options, like project whenever you want to expand their business, or you need to diversify the different business units, you want to establish a different business units. At that time you need to purchase heavy machinery plants. So this is the investment decisions. What kind of plants you need to purchase? You have so many options in the markets, like you have 4 options. In 4 options, which one give you a more production? What is the cost of the operating in the plant and machinery? So this is the theory of capital and investment decisions. The solution of this problems, that what is the project you need to opt, that will be, you can receive the answer, or you can opt the answer of these problems in this investment decisions. Macroeconomics, there are so many factors in the macro environment where the business is operated. So the factors affect your business either directly or indirectly, that is called the macro environments. First one is economic environment, social environment, political environment, technological environment, ecological environment. It is also known, and legal environment. It is also known as the pastel analysis. So these factors affect your business either directly or indirectly. If the government, like political environment, if I am talking about the political environment, if government change any policies and we have to follow the rules and regulations, so this affects your business. For example, like GST. When the GST comes in existence, at that time every business firm needs to have a GST number. So this is a, you can say, political or a legal environment that affects your business. At that time, for 3 to 4 months, every business units suffer, and this affects the business a lot. Next one is economic environment. So many times it has been seen that sometimes in the markets we have faced the inflation, or sometimes we are facing the deflations or recessions. So these are the different market situations in the economic environment. So are Indian governments or any government of any countries always trying to maintain the average inflation rate? It must be not too much high or not too much less. Social environment. What is the socio cultural environment of your country or the place where your business has been operated? Importance of managerial economics, business planning and forecasting. Managerial economics is helpful in planning and forecasting of business. Like whenever you want to plan for establishment of new plants, at that time you need to take a decisions. You have so many alternative, but which one is best suited for you, you need to decide. This will managerial economics will help to decide which object or which option should be suitable for your business firm. Demand forecasting and what is the future situations. A managerial economist is able to forecast the future in the present with the help of this managerial economics, with the study of the market, study of the previous year informations. On the basis of previous year informations, a managerial economics is able to forecast the future. Okay, analyze cost and production. Sir, एक कर लोगे क्या? Analyze cost and production level. At what production level the firm can be a cost effective? It means can do the minimize their cost. So what is the production level? In this we are studying about the economies of scales, return to scales. So what is the production level? At what capacity a firm can produce the products so that the cost will be the minimized. Next is formulating the pricing policies. Pricing policies, different types of pricing policies, either the pricing discriminations or pricing penetrations. So what pricing policies should be the firm opt, that is decided by a managerial economist, or you can decide these things with the help of this managerial economics. Manage profit. What is the economic profit a firm earn in a year and how they can dispose their economic profit, means in what manner, what is the cost of capital. You need to pay the cost of capital. You if you want to expand their business expansion, at that times you need to purchase a new plant and machinery. In new plant and machinery, how much quantity of the profit you need to spend in your plants and machinery. So this is how to manage your profit, how much your percent of profit you are keeping for the future requirements. That is called a retained earning. Okay, next one is capital management. What is the working capital? How much quantity or how much amount you need to keep for running your day-to-day activities. That is called a working capital. And how much as a fixed capital. So this is the capital management. And all these solutions of these problems you can search in the managerial economics, or you can solve all these problems with the help of this managerial economics. Who is managerial economist? A person who can play a very important role by assisting the management in using the increasing specialized skill and sophisticated techniques which are required to solve the difficult problems of successful decision making and forward planning. So who is the managerial economist? Managerial economist is the person who applying the economics theories and principles for solving the business problems and decisions making. A person who do all the economics activity for a firm, that is known as the managerial economist. Okay, And what is the role and responsibility of managerial economics? The whole scope of managerial economics, he need to do demand forecasting, he need to predict the demand, he need to analyze the production level. This is all the role and responsibility of managerial economist. So, okay, in the next class I will discuss about the demand and supply, the law of demand and supply. Okay, see you in the next class. Thank you so much.